Good morning, everybody. My name is Braden Bautista. I am tasting room lead and tour coordinator for Epic Estate Wines. Here today to taste us through some of our 2010 vintage wines. I've got 4 of them that we're going to taste through today. We've been doing a retrospective tasting through the tasting room over the past 2 months, really showcasing a lot of what the 2010 vintage had to offer and what they have to offer right now in their current stage of aging. They're tasting great. Pop them open, drink them up. I mean, they're phenomenal. They're at a great stage, and we just want to provide you with kind of a little virtual tasting because we can't taste these directly with you. As soon as we get the tasting room back up and running, we will be hosting these tastings again. Might not be the 2010 vintage, might be another vintage, but we're going to bring wine back to you as soon as we can. In the meantime, though, the Epic team wants to let you know that we are here for you. We're here by email and phone call. If there's anything you need, anything we can help you out with, please let us know. We want to let you know that we're always thinking about you and that we want everyone staying safe and nice and healthy. With that, we are still doing shipments. We can place shipments over the phone, so give us a call if you need some wine shipped to you. From there, our online store is up and running. So reach out to us if you need anything. We are here for you, and we hope to see you soon. But for the meantime, let's taste through some really great stuff today. All right, let's dive on into it. Alrighty, guys, we're going to start off with 2010 Veracity. Veracity is our staple GSM. Veracity means truth or true to type, so it's supposed to be kind of our nod to Châteauneuf-du-Pape, the Southern Rhone down there. This vintage, I'll give you the percentage breakdown: 69% Grenache, 23% Mourvèdre, 4% Syrah, and there's actually a little bit of Counoise in this vintage too. Counoise kind of comes in and brings a little bit of juiciness and spice to the palate, but of course Grenache is the main focus in this wine. Mourvèdre and Syrah are kind of there to be the supporting roles for the structure and kind of the more earthier elements of this wine. But Grenache, for our Grenache at least, bright, really vibrant on the nose, and same thing with the flavor profile. It's just going to be a bunch of great red fruits going on in there. You still get the kind of chalky tannins from the Grenache, but as red wines age, we know that they're going to mellow out in the tannins, they're going to soften out and create this nice kind of luscious kind of velvety mouthfeel that we got going on. Ooh. Even like right there, you can like smell it. Tasting great, and it was exactly what you would expect. It's still got a decent amount of acidity. It's still holding really strong in that, so the wine's not flabby. It doesn't just kind of fall off your palate and just, you know, dissipates. It's still there. The finish is still really strong. It's still making my mouth salivate. The tannins have mellowed out. It's not harsh at all. Just a really good, smooth drinking Veracity right here. So again, 2010 Veracity, Grenache, Mourvèdre, Syrah, Counoise. Cheers. No, we're not dubbing that. No. So next up we have Authenticity. Authenticity is a Syrah dominant, Mourvèdre supported wine. That's a blend of those two grapes. It's usually about 80% Syrah, 20% Mourvèdre, and this one it's going to be 76 Syrah, 24% Mourvèdre in there. Authenticity is a semi-block designated wine, meaning that a majority of the fruit, a lot of the fruit is going to come from one particular parcel of Paderewski vineyard. It's all Paderewski fruit. Authenticity Hill is what we call that parcel. Big, long, steep slopes on there, good sun exposure. Definitely going to get the brighter minerality side of our Syrah. Definitely a little different than our Block B, which we'll try in a bit. I know you thought we weren't going to try that one, but we're gonna. Big intense Syrah fruit right off the get-go. Mourvèdre carries the wine through the rest of the palate. Again, the brighter side of our Syrah compared to the Block B. The minerality is expressed there. We always are trying to get that kind of characteristic of Paderewski soil, the calcareous, rich kind of limestone kind of base soil out there. Limestone precursors, exactly. It's tasting phenomenal right now. Pair this with a lot of good food. Again, meats are really great for any of these wines, any of our wines as a whole, but the Authenticity game is also really great. Venison, things like that, or a big steak. Now this wine's going to go great with that. The tannins have mellowed out to where it's not going to overpower any of the food you're eating it with, but the acidity is still there, so it's still going to help balance out whatever you're eating. Authenticity. If you haven't had one of these yet from Epic, try it soon. It's a really, really great killer wine. This is it. The legendary, the fabled Block B. I know a lot of you out there that haven't tried Block B, that have come to the tasting room, probably don't think it exists. It's just really small production. This wine hardly makes its way into the tasting room, but we do have some vintages of it available every now and again. The best way to get a hold of this wine is through the Entourage releases. They're 2010, tasting great right now. This is 100% Syrah taken from only one particular parcel of Paderewski Vineyard called Block 13. It's all single Syrah, clone 174, single rootstock, single block. So this is quite literally 100% Syrah in a single Syrah. Definitely the earthier side of Epic's Syrah, and definitely one of our cult followers because it has such a unique taste that really showcases the soil profile of Paderewski, and the clone right there is just really helping it express that as much as possible. Clone 174 definitely helps with that. So let's give it a little taste. You know, we do a lot of blends at Epic because we want to have some more fun with wines. We want to bring some more complexity to your palate and to the enjoyment that you're doing with your wines. With a single grape, though, sometimes it's hard to get a lot out of it. That's not the case with Block B. That's not the case with Clone 174 and Block 13. There's so many different sides of Syrah coming out at you. You have the dark fruits in there. You got a little bit of red fruit kind of going on there too. You got all of the spice characteristics. You got the pepper going on in there too. And then you have kind of that briny, earthier soil characteristic coming into play too. A little bit of minerality, kind of some salinity kind of thing going on. It's tasting great. This with some burgers, mushroom burgers, I think is a great thing to go with this, because that mushroom kind of plays into the profile of the wine too. Block B is just a killer wine. Get it. Just get it when you can. If you see it on an Entourage release, get it. Just don't even doubt it. Just get it. It's a great wine. It's the hype everyone's talking about. It is one of our favorites. Probably my second favorite of the lineup. And we're going to go to my favorite right now. So one of my favorite aged wines from Epic was the 2011 Tempranillo. We opened that last year. By far one of my favorite things that I've ever tried from Epic, and it was my favorite until I tried the 2010 in the first retrospective tasting that I hosted. It's really, really great. Our Tempranillo, compared to its original Spanish counterparts, it's a lot more concentrated. It's got a lot more bold character going on in it. And our Tempranillo is something to definitely talk about because its ageability is really, really strong. It's a wine that's still going strong. I still would drink this now or within the next year or two. Probably wouldn't hold it much longer than that. But it's still showcasing all the great characteristics of our Tempranillo. Sometimes our Tempranillo will see a little bit longer oak contact and aging, and a higher percentage of new oak compared to some of our other wines to help mellow it out in the tannins, and then from there increase the ageability on it as well, because the oak kind of adds some tannin to that. That's a whole different process going on, but with the extended oak aging, the flavor profile is just crazy on this wine. A lot of deep spices, anise, things like that, baking spice, vanilla, along with the dark cherry kind of flavors going on with Tempranillo. And it's velvety smooth. Actually, the tannins are still pretty present, but they're not overwhelming. It's a wine, again, like the rest of these, that's not flat. This has a little bit more, I think, body going on with it, which will help it kind of pair up with that kind of those beefier dishes. Definitely things that are bigger and richer in flavor, bigger, bolder stuff, so this will hold up with that. Tempranillo, this was actually the show stealer across all of the retrospective lineups that it was on, and everyone loved the Tempranillo. This one pretty much sold out. Great wine. If you have this, pop it open, maybe let it breathe for a good 15-20 minutes if you can, just to kind of get the aromatics going. But great wine. My favorite, easily my favorite. Hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty guys, that does it from me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, shoot us an email. You can contact me at braden@epicwines.com, BRADEN @epicwines.com. Contact any of us at the Epic Wines emails. You can find us on our website. You can find all the information about these wines on the website if you go to the wines, and you can actually look at each label and you can see all the tasting notes for every single vintage. We'll try to keep these tastings going as time goes on, hopefully opening our doors back open soon so we can share more of these aged wines with you. Again, it might not be a 2010 vintage, it might be a 2011 retrospective tasting, but we're always going to try to offer you something fun and new once we open our doors back. Hope to see you all soon. Hope you guys are staying healthy, staying safe, and again, if you got some Epic wine at home, might as well enjoy the time with a couple of these bottles. Let us know what you think of them. Send us questions, send us your tasting notes. If you have special moments at home where you're opening these bottles, always contact us on social media or post your own videos and photos, and make sure to hashtag epic moments, EPOCH for epic. Again, send us email if you guys need anything. If you guys need wine shipped, give us a call. Whatever we can do for you in these times, we're here with you. So stay safe, stay healthy, drink epic. Cheers and be merry. Amen.